Oh, beautiful souls. Today's topic is a bit delicate. We are about to see is it meant to be or in which way this connection is going. I will use my tarot deck and my oracle cards in order to see what is going on within your connection and in which direction it is headed. But please take it with a grain of salt since this is a collective reading and only take the messages that are resonating for your situation. So let's move towards the reading and find out what messages you are about to get. Okay, so for the pile picking, as usual, for relationships and stuff like this, I will use the Animal Spirit deck. And for the rest, I will use the Light Seers Tarot and my Karma cards in order to get into astrology a bit and find out answers that might be useful to you. Alright, let's start with the cards that are going to represent the piles. Let's see which animal spirits are going to represent the piles between which you can select. For pile number 1 we have the Raccoon. Alright. For pile number 2 we have the Cosmic Egg. And let's see which card is going to represent pile number 3. We have the Fire Ant. Okay, these cards have appeared previously in my recent reading, so maybe there is some kind of relation or continuation with my previous readings, I don't know. But just listen to your intuition when you need to pick the card that attracts you the most, the one that your intuition is leading you towards. It might be useful to think about the person that is on your mind. Sometimes when you think about them, the card just pops up and just helps you to select the right one. If you have hard time to use your intuition for the card selection, you can use the divine timing. So if you come to this section between 0 and 20 minutes your time, you can select the Raccoon. If you come to this video between 21 and 40 minutes your timing, you can select the Cosmic Egg. And if you come across to this section between 41 and 59 minutes your timing, then you can select the Fire Ant. You will see all the cards on a bigger screen and you will have the option to pause if you need to and just select the card that attracts you the most, and I'll meet you in your reading. Hello there, pal number 1, for those of you who have chosen the Raccoon. What I am feeling from this Raccoon is some kind of scared energy, somebody that is scared and is hiding away in the darkness. Also, I am sensing insecurity for some reason, somebody that is scared and insecure and has their own issues, has their own traumas and has decided to just take a break or just hide themselves in order to not show their wounds. Alright, this was just the message that I received from the Raccoon itself. I will just place the card here. And first I thought it would be alright to just start with the Karma cards, which are astrology related, in order to go deeper within your connection with this person and find out what are the influences within this connection. So please, Spirit, lead me towards the right cards that are going to indicate what are the influences on this connection. What is this connection all about? What do we need to know about this connection? We have Sun. We have Moon. Okay, that's very interesting. We have Uranus, alright. And we have in the 4th house, alright. For a moment, I thought that we were about to get only planets, because in this deck there are planets, there are astrology signs, there are houses, but up until now we got 3 planets and 1 house of astrology. So let's start from the beginning. We have the sun, and the sun is some kind of powerful beginning. It wants to indicate that this connection indeed do have some kind of potential to reach a happy place. Since this card came up, what comes to my mind is that maybe in the beginning of this connection you felt some kind of a very strong attraction towards this person, or maybe just it felt like a connection that is going to bring a lot of light into your life. I'm just looking at this card and my attention gets focused on the smiley faces that we have on the card itself, and I feel that this connection, at least in the beginning, it brought smile on both on your and on the face of the person that is on your mind. And the other thing that comes to my mind, it is related a bit more with the other cards that came up, but I'm just focused on the sun right now. For some reason, my attention gets focused on gaining of respect for or from. So maybe there was some kind of an ego as well that was present within this connection. Maybe somebody was looking for respect, or for like to be treated in a fair way. This is another message that I'm perceiving from this card. I will just place the sun here and focus on the other cards as well. For some reason, when we got the sun and the moon together, I felt feminine and masculine energies. Maybe, well, I don't want to like put labels on this connection. I don't want to put any kind of labels, but maybe there is that divine masculine and divine feminine kind of dynamic that has started between you and this person, because we have both the sun and the moon. And what leads me to, well, let's first start it with the moon, then I will make a correlation between the sun and the moon. What comes to me from the moon card is a bit more like gentle energy, a bit more like feminine, emotional kind of energy. Something that is related with nurturing, with intuition, a bit more like diving within yourself and just being one with your feelings. And comparing these 2 cards, well, there is huge difference between the sun and the moon. And indeed, I feel that these 2 cards are representing masculine and feminine energy within this connection. I feel that that's why maybe there was a strong attraction between you and this person, because you are like both representing different energies that are attracting each other, that are drawn to each other. And maybe they were a bit more like, well, this might be related for you as well, because I'm talking about energies here. Maybe one of you was a bit more like a sun, a bit more active, a bit more dynamic, a bit more like giving and creating, while the other one of you was a bit more like the moon, a bit more gentle, a bit more accepting and nurturing. Then let's see what are the other influences in this connection. We have Uranus and we have the 4th house. I will start with Uranus first. Having Uranus at play, it wants to indicate that even though we have like perfect couple, the sun and the moon, more or less trying to balance each other, then we have Uranus at play, which wants to indicate that there are unexpected events that are following this connection. This might indicate events that are outside of your reach, or outside of, well, just some kind of situations that are coming outside of you, unexpected situations. So this might also indicate different influences that are related with other people or related with just some kind of life situations, but Uranus usually wants to indicate some kind of surprising element that you cannot predict, something that comes like a lightning and just strikes you right away wherever you are. And what I'm feeling from Uranus is indeed some kind of external interference within this connection. I'm not sure what kind of external interference this could be. It could be many things. It could be like parents, it could be people, it could be just environment, it could be people that come and go and just stir up the situation. But having Uranus, it wants to indicate that this connection, even though it might feel like perfect balance between masculine and feminine energy, it does have its risky factor. There is something risky there and unexpected there as well. Then we have fourth house. And what I feel from fourth house is stability. It's like you both were looking for stability within this connection, because fourth house has something to do with family, it has something to do with roots. And maybe to some extent your connection with this person felt like family kind of environment. Maybe it just comes to me as a message, maybe you were both like repeating some kind of family patterns that you have had within your own families. Maybe there were some kind of issues that were in your family life when you were a child, or from your own family, that you were projecting within this connection, and maybe it was the same for the person that is on your mind. But with the fourth house, it feels like this connection is somehow it is like destined, not like I don't want to like sugarcoat it and say that, yeah, this is meant to be forever and ever. But it feels more like some kind of connection that is meant to get you together in order to experience certain things, in order to like, well, I don't know how to explain it actually, but what I'm feeling from this card alone is that this connection is something that is coming from a past life. It's like you are together with some kind of a close soul, somebody that you have known for lifetimes, and it is a bit unpredictable how things are going to go in this lifetime. But definitely with this person, I feel that you are meant to learn things and you are meant to go places and just explore things. But I do not get any messages if this is going to continue as something sturdy, as something that that will last a long time. But definitely I feel that this connection has some kind of deep roots, and those deep roots might not be coming just from this lifetime. I feel that those deep roots are coming from previous reincarnations as well, if you are believing in previous lifetimes. But indeed I feel that maybe in some kind of previous reincarnation you were like not like family, but your souls were pretty much helping each other to grow. And the fourth house just wants to indicate about some kind of feeling at home kind of energy, feeling at home, feeling like maybe to some extent it feels like you are together with a family member. And you know, sometimes when you are together with family members, you tend to misunderstand each other, you tend to like have little fights, but what matters is that you care for each other because you feel that strong connection. So with all that being said, I feel that this connection has some kind of important meaning for you and for the person that is on your mind. I definitely feel strong energies here because we got 3 planets and we got Sun and the Moon one after another. It's like having the divine feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine energies coming together in this connection. So I will just take my tarot cards and ask Spirit what else we need to know about this connection and in which direction it is moving. Just bear with me until I reshuffle my deck in order to cleanse a bit the energies from previous readings. Alright, so please Spirit, can you tell us something more about this connection? What do we need to know more about this connection? We have Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords in reverse, and Two of Pentacles. Okay. So what I'm perceiving from Spirit, again, I told you that this connection has some kind of deep roots, and we have Seven of Pentacles, which exactly shows what I explained. We have roots here, and we have a plant that is growing. So I feel that this connection might feel not that stable, at least at the moment. This is what I'm sensing from the cards. I feel that you are both trying to find your balance. You are both trying to put things together in order to make this work out, or at least something is taking place at the moment in order to find the balance. Having the Seven of Pentacles wants to indicate that this connection is still in progress. It's still some kind of beginning phase. It's still there is a lot more to go. But in order to keep going, you both need to nurture this, because in this card you can see that there is a man that is giving Reiki kind of energy to this plant in order for it to grow. But the roots seem all healthy. So it feels like there is some kind of a healthy ground for you to grow, but you both need to put efforts or just nurture this energy in order to help it grow. The other thing that I'm perceiving here is that there are some confusions for you and this person. There are things that are not clear with this King of Swords. I just sense that there are some kind of misunderstandings. Maybe your points of view are different about different topics, about different aspects of life. But indeed, I sense that there are some confusions, and you are working through these confusions with the Seven of Pentacles. And we also got Two of Pentacles, which wants to indicate that you are trying to find your balance in this connection. Somehow this connection is moving towards some kind of a more balancing state. I mean, in this card, I can definitely see this girl trying to balance those pentacles, trying to move them around in order to keep the balance. And I feel that you and your person also, you are trying to balance this in order to make it work, in order to make it go further. For some reason, I'm hearing that you are both putting efforts, and what comes to my mind as a question is it worth putting efforts, or is it meant to go easy? I would just ask more questions, Spirit. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this connection? In which direction it is heading? What else we need to know about this connection? In which direction it is heading? Knight of Swords in reverse. Knight of Cups upright. And Seven of Cups. Okay. So I feel that this connection might be at some kind of a crossroads, and there are choices that needs to be made. With the Knight of Swords in an upright position, I feel that a bit the determination is not exactly there. I feel that spontaneous energy has been lost. The momentum has been lost for some reason. Because in this card we have somebody that is running after their motorcycle, ready to hunt for something, ready to just chase after something. And since this card came in reverse, I feel that here the momentum is a bit slowed down, a bit lost. But still, even though it doesn't feel like the energy between you and this person is that dynamic or active, I don't sense that you are running like crazy after one another, or just doing some kind of extreme things, but I sense that there is some kind of gentle energy still between you and this person. Having the Knight of Cups under the Knight of Swords in reverse. With the Knight of Cups, I feel that still there are feelings in this connection, and there are some kind of romantic feelings besides anything else. I mean, you can see that we have a man that is just sitting on a chair and preparing some kind of a bit a bit maybe old-fashioned, in an old-fashioned way, some kind of romantic gesture for the person they have in their heart. So with this Knight of Cups, I feel that in this connection there are still romantic feelings. There is still some kind of desire for romance. There is still some kind of well, in other words, I would say that this connection still has potential to go somewhere, because the feelings are still there. And with the Seven of Pentacles, indeed, it wants to indicate that you both need to nurture this in order to make it grow. And it feels like it is still not, it still has not reached its potential, its maximum, its optimal potential. So I feel that this connection still has way to go in order to like reach its optimal potential. I'm not sure what kind of connection this is. I don't want to say like twin flame or soulmate, but it does feel like some kind of a connection that is meant to take you somewhere. And it feels like you have not reached that place that you are meant to reach with that connection. So I feel that there are still ongoing energies between you and this person, regardless of your situation. And with the Seven of Cups, I feel that there are choices that needs to be made. There are like paths that you can take within this connection. It feels like not everything is set in stones, so it is up to you and up to this person to decide in which direction you want to move. But definitely there are some choices that you can make, and it's like for some reason I'm hearing in my head that you have to choose yourself if you want to compromise with certain things or just decide to move on your own way. Because I feel that here there is some room for compromising. There are things that you need to compromise with. All right, let's keep moving. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this connection? Is there something more that we need to know about this connection? By the way, this reading I will try to keep a bit shorter than the other ones. I don't want to make it too complicated. But those we got the Emperor in reverse. I will just keep it and I will take some extra cards as well, but since this card jumped out, then it wants to indicate something. Please, Spirit, what else can you tell us about this connection? What else we need to know? Page of Cups upright, Eight of Cups in reverse, and Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, I will just start with the first messages that are popping up in my mind when I pull the cards. With the Queen of Swords, for some reason I feel that both you and this person, you are losing your logic when it's about this connection. I feel that the common sense is just disappearing from your mind or from the mind of your person when it's about this connection between you two. All the common senses are like gone. You are completely surrendering to some kind of feelings. There are feelings and emotions that are taking over, and it might feel like you are. It might feels like you are flying or something, because we have this Page of Cups, and this is like the typical card that wants to indicate falling in love, because whenever I look at this Page of Cups, I just get some kind of a dreamy energy, something like Neptune meets Venus kind of energy. Like Neptune uses its illusion in order to enhance the love powers of Venus and makes you dream, makes you fantasize. This kind of energy I'm sensing from this card, and I feel that either you or your person are in these kind of energies when you are thinking about one another, or maybe both of you. And having the Eight of Cups in reverse, it wants to indicate that maybe in the past you have tried to like move out from each other, move on somehow, move away. And with with the Eight of Cups in reverse, I feel that you are pretty much stuck. I mean, by stuck, I mean in feelings aspect, in emotional aspect. You are pretty much on this person and you cannot move on from this person no matter what you do. For some reason, I feel that you are just letting go of the common sense, you are letting go of logic, and you are like, no matter what you do, you are still there, you are still in this connection, and there are still feelings and there is still that dreamy energy, even if you try to restrain yourself from that dreamy energy, because you have the Eight of Cups after all. The Eight of Cups wants to indicate that you are going away somewhere, you are emotionally detaching, but since this card came in reverse, it wants to say that you cannot go anywhere, you are stuck emotionally on this. And with the Page of Cups, you are simply fantasizing. I'm not sure if it's you or if it's your person, but these kind of energies I am sensing present in this connection. And we got the Emperor in reverse. Well, for some reason I'm focused on the pawn that he's holding, and he seems quite confident. And since the Emperor came in reverse, I feel that here, well, the strategic element is missing for this connection. I feel that the feelings are there, but the strategies, the plans are a bit missing. How this is going to work out, in which way this is going to work out, I feel that neither you nor your person have any kind of idea. But I feel that the feelings are present. And also, having the Emperor, I mentioned something about the confidence. I feel that maybe somebody here is also not confident if this is going to work out or if it's going to go anywhere. But regardless of anything, I think that the feelings are still present within this connection. And it's not moving anywhere. I mean, I also sense that maybe somebody tried to move away from this connection but failed. And it's like there is no escape. Alright, I will just take a look at my timer. Still we have time. I will pick out the cards and ask some more questions about this connection, like a bit more in which direction it is heading. I'm just going to reshuffle my deck once again in order to keep the energies fresh and flowing. Okay. So please, Spirit, can you tell us in which direction this connection is moving? Can you tell us more about in which way this is moving? We have 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the World in reverse. Okay. So this is very interesting, and I'm not sure if the Eight of Wands is in reverse. No, it's not in reverse, it's in upright. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to read it. That makes sense. So we have 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the World in reverse. We asked about in which direction this connection is moving. And I feel that there will be some kind of a push here, some kind of a push to release some kind of burden. I'm not sure what kind of burden we are talking about, because we have the 10 of Wands, which wants to indicate that either you or the person on your mind is carrying some kind of burden or some kind of responsibility that feels heavy on you. And with the 8 of Wands, I feel that there will be some kind of communication maybe between you and this person, or even if there isn't any communication, there will be something like a push, because in my mind, I can see those wands like pushing the next card, like come on, get rid of that burdens, get rid of those things that are holding you back, just get rid of them. And with the World card in reverse, I feel that again we are talking about some kind of boundaries that are between you and this person. It's like you need to pass from something, you need to move from one portal to another portal, just cross some kind of dimensions don't take this literally. I don't mean literally crossing dimensions, but it's like you both need to evolve. You both need to like reach the best version of yourselves, as trivial as it sounds, in order to come together. But with the world cards in reverse, indeed, the main thing that comes into my mind is some kind of boundary, some kind of restriction, something that is between you two. But the good news is that we have the Eight of Wands, and this card is quite, I sense very lively energy. As I mentioned before, I feel that this card is pushing all the other cards, like, come on, just get rid of those things, let's free ourselves from all those heavy things and just come into union or just make things work. This kind of energy I'm sensing from these cards that came up. Alright, to be honest, I don't feel like taking any other cards for this connection because I feel that the messages came quite positive, and I feel that this connection do have potential to keep moving. Maybe there are some restrictions, maybe there are some burdens, but I feel that this connection has still way to go, and I feel that there will be some kind of a push that will just make this happen. Alright, that's why I don't want to take any further cards, because any other cards, because I don't want to like ruin this nice momentum that just built. What I'm about to do is just take some songs and see how they're going to resonate for your connection. So let's see which songs we are going to get. We have Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer. Okay. For some reason, when I pulled up this song, what came to my mind is guilty pleasure. It's like this connection is like your guilty pleasure, or it's their guilty pleasure. From this song, I am sensing a lot of attraction, a lot of physical attraction, so much physical attraction that somebody is ashamed to admit it. So I don't know if it resonates with you and this person that is on your mind, but this is the energy that I felt from this song. Let's take another one. Roxette, It Must Have Been Love. Okay. So It Must Have Been Love, but It's Over Now is the continuation of this song. But to be honest, I don't sense that it is over. I sense more like somebody might be thinking why I can't get this person out of my mind, why this person always appears in my thoughts. And yeah, then this song is the answer. It must have been love. This kind of energy I sense from this song. Let's pull one more. We have Ariana Grande, No Tears Left to Cry. Okay, so in the lyrics of this song, she's singing, now I'm in a state of mind, I wanna be all the time and no more tears left to cry. So it feels like somebody is empowering themselves. Somebody is either working on themselves or like trying to exercise mindfulness or all those spiritual practices in order to get in the right state of mind and to be able to become the best version of themselves. Then we have U2, With or Without You. Okay. So this song is when I think about this song, for some reason what appears in my mind is the Eight of Cups that we got in this reading that were reversed. It's like you cannot move away from each other. It's like even if you try, something is pulling you back in that place that you just can't move emotionally from that person. And this is what I'm sensing from this song, With or Without You. I'm not 100% about the lyrics. I mean, in the lyrics, it was mentioned with or without you. I can live with or without you. But maybe it just wants to indicate that there are strong feelings, but it's like the situation is in between. It's not. It's like you are not exactly with that person, but at the same time you are not without this person either. And I sense that for many of you, it is going on like this, and it feels like some kind of in-between situation where you are not exactly together with this person, but at the same time, you cannot get your mind out of this person. All right, well, these were the messages that I had for you, pal number one. If you enjoyed the reading, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people find it. And also feel free to press the blue planet that is somewhere on the bottom of my screen in order to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done this yet, because your subscription is really helping me grow and just helping me come up with more and more ideas for readings and just creative ideas and just power to create more things. And also, before I forget, feel free to follow me on Instagram as well, iNeptuneTarot. So that was it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Sending you countless blessings as always, and I hope to see you again. Bye! Hello there, pal number two. For those of you who have chosen the cosmic egg, or you were drawn to the cosmic egg through the divine timing. Well, whenever I pull this card, in my mind I always get some kind of spiritual message, something that is spiritual, that needs to be protected, because we have this snake that is wrapped around this cosmic egg, and this card is related with the crown chakra. So I feel that here we are talking about some kind of spiritual connection. I feel that we are talking about connection that is sacred, but I cannot say for sure in which direction it is moving. All I can say that there is some kind of divine plan for this connection. This is the energy that I felt just from this card. And I'm going to place the cosmic egg there and start with the karma cards in order to get a bit information about the astrological influences, or just what is at play about this connection. So let's get started. Please, Spirit, can you tell us what are the influences for this connection? What are the influences for this connection? We have Jupiter, okay. And we have in Cancer, all right. We have 7th house. And we have North Node. All right. Very, very, very powerful messages, pile number 2, which are pretty much backing up what I said with the cosmic egg. So let's start with the Jupiter. Here in these cards, Jupiter has 2 faces, and the face that appeared to us is the one that is smiling more. So I feel that this connection has some kind of expanding properties. Either it is going to expand your mind or expand your spiritual powers, but in general there is some kind of expansion, because whenever we are talking about Jupiter, we are talking about growing, we are talking about expansion. And my attention immediately got focused on the word that was in the card that is saying good fortune. So it feels like for some reason that this connection is some kind of blessing that I'm hearing in my mind reward from the gods for those of you who are connecting to this reading. I'm not sure if it's going to resonate for all of you, but I indeed sense some kind of very powerful energy here, and I sense that this connection is leading you towards some kind of expansion. Then we have the sign Cancer, and Cancer is the sign that is associated with families. Cancer is the sign that has nurturing energy. It's also associated with feelings. So I don't know why the first message that just came into my mind in regards with the Cancer sign was that maybe somebody's hiding their feelings, because the cancers are usually the cancers, the yeah the animals, the those little crabs, they are like hiding under rocks, and they are usually hiding, and they are like moving in weird funny way. So I feel that somebody within this connection might be like a bit more secretive in regards with their feelings and their intuition. I feel that somebody here in this connection, even though they might have strong feelings, they are a bit more like trying to keep things within their comfort zone, trying to like feel secure and safe within their shell. Another thing that I'm perceiving from the Cancer card is I just sense some kind of a stable energy, energy that is related with family, energy that is related with just some kind of safe and secure connection. All right, then we have the seventh house. I mean, there isn't much I can add to this. The seventh house is the house of connection, and the card is saying balance, cooperation, your partner. And we have two hands that are holding each other. So definitely this is card of union. And I feel that this card wants to indicate that this connection is helping you to balance things in your life. This connection is some kind of, as I mentioned before, just with the cosmic egg, is some kind of a sacred union, something that is divinely orchestrated. And I'm not sure how things are going for you and this person, but I just sense that there is some kind of divine interference and something that is leading towards balancing communication or just balancing things out in your life. I don't know why, I'm just getting the message that through this connection, this person is somehow complimenting you. They are like that missing part that, well, we are all whole, we are not missing anything, but it just feels like whatever this person brings into your life makes a lot of sense and doesn't harm your life. On the contrary, it helps you expand and helps you grow, as we had the Jupiter as well. And yeah, we have the seventh house. This is the house of relationships. So, I mean, I don't know what else to add about this card. I'm just sensing that this card is screaming union to me. This card is screaming connection, coming together, being together, just making things together, just holding hands, like you can see in the card itself, coming to agreement about something, and just like signing contract. Okay, then we have the North Node, and the North Node is the highest ideals for one's astrological chart. And since we got the North Node card, I feel that this connection is sent to you in order for you to climb towards your North Node, in order for you to just reach the highest potential that you are capable of. I'm not sure how things are going on between you and this person, but whatever is happening between you and them, it is helping you reach your highest potential. It is helping you just climb towards your North Node. And chasing after the North Node is never an easy task. It's actually a lot more difficult than just being on your South Node. The South Node is the place where you are feeling comfortable. It's the karma that you are bringing from your previous reincarnations, if you believe in these kind of things. While the North Node is the place where you are supposed to, the place where you are heading in this lifetime, the objectives that you have for this lifetime, and usually just departing from your comfort zone and moving towards what's not comfortable but necessary is not an easy task. And yeah, in in a lifetime, sometimes it is difficult to chase after your life mission, life goals. There are all kind of obstacles, but I feel that this connection somehow is pushing you towards that life goal that you have for this lifetime. For some reason, this connection is like helping you conquer your fears or helping you conquer those things that are not allowing you to reach your highest potential. So if I have to conclude here, I sense very good energies for this connection. I don't want to sugarcoat it, I'm trying to be careful, but I just feel good energies and I can't help but just share them with you. And I hope things between you and this person indeed are really good. But even if things are not as I describe them, I sense that at least there is a lot of growth here. At least there is a lot of self growth, like discovering about yourself and just improving yourself and just moving on the path on which you are supposed to be. I just can see in my mind some kind of a hand that is like pushing you to walk on the right path. And this is what this connection is doing for you, regardless of how you are dealing with this person. Alright, let's take some tarot cards and find out more about your connection with them. Just going to reshuffle in order to refresh the energies. Okay, so please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this connection? What do we need to know more about the connection of the people who are watching this right now? We have the Sun in reverse, we have the Devil in reverse, and Seven of Cups. Okay. It is very interesting since we got two major arcanas right away and the two of them came in reverse. Well, the two major arcanas came in reverse, but one of them actually is good that it came in reverse. Having the Devil card in reverse wants to indicate that through this connection, you are setting yourself free from some kind of limits. For some reason in my mind, I'm hearing letting go of limiting beliefs or letting go of things that are like pulling you towards the earth. By that I mean some kind of habits or some kind of things that are like in a bit more like self-destructive kind of aspect. Not exactly self-destructive, but more like harmful habits that are not serving you. Just letting go of some kind of self-limiting beliefs, thoughts, or just things that you are saying to yourself. And having the Sun card in reverse, it wants to indicate that there is a lot of potential for happiness. I mean, you can see the sun is shining bright. And also my focus gets on that soul-like element on this card. It feels like the soul of this girl is becoming one with the sun. And since this card came in reverse, I feel that indeed the connection has a lot of potential. But since the card is in reverse, it wants to hint that whether this potential will be achieved, it depends on how much you are willing to release from your own limiting beliefs, from your own limiting patterns. For some reason, when I'm thinking about the Devil card here, I'm seeing chains in my mind. It's like some kind of chains that are pulling you towards the earth rather than allowing you to fly around freely. But in this card we had a soul. So I feel that it has something to do with spiritual awakening, because we have the Cosmic Egg and this card is highly spiritual. It's actually the most spiritual card from the animal spirits that we have. It's something like a major arcana. And here we also have major arcanas, so I feel that we are talking about something major here about this connection. And with the Sun card in reverse, indeed, I am feeling that there is a lot of potential, but in order to make this potential reach its maximum, in order to make it like big, complete, you need to let go of all those things that are limiting you. And immediately my attention gets focused on the strings that the devil is holding here. The devil is holding somebody within his grasp with strings. And we have the Seven of Cups, which wants to indicate that there are choices that needs to be made, and also there are directions that can lead in places. This card usually is card of choices, and I feel that it wants to indicate that you are the one who chooses in what phases or in what like timelines this connection is going to move. The sooner you let go of all those limiting things and adopt a bit more like spiritually awakened kind of existence, the sooner you are going to achieve that maximum potential. We are talking about that maximum, that optimal happiness. And indeed, with the Seven of Cups, I feel that we are talking about choices, about selections and directions. All right, let's get some more cards in order to make this more clear. Please, Spirit, can you clarify this? Can you give us more information about this in order to make it more clear, in order to make it clearer? Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the Fool. I'm laughing because the cards are speaking to me one by one, and they are making a lot of sense in my mind. I will try to translate to the message that I just perceived. So, what Spirit says to you about this connection is that first there needs to be some kind of a healing period, because we have the Five of Pentacles. And then after the healing period, you are moving towards Ten of Wands. And this card is closely related with this card. I feel that you are climbing on top of some kind of a mountain, figuratively said. You are carrying a lot of burdens from your life experiences, from your previous experiences in love, in all kind of aspects of life. And having all those burdens that you are carrying, literally you can see that she's carrying suitcases, and there is a lot of baggage here. You are climbing towards the end of this mountain. You are climbing towards the last phase of this mountain. And I just sense that with these Ten of Wands, we are talking about reaching some kind of completion. And after you reach the top of this mountain, after you reach the moment when you are going to like set all the burdens aside and set yourself free, you are entering in this card. You are entering in the Fool mode. And the Fool mode, you can see that we have somebody that is completely free of any kind of burdens, free of any thoughts, free of anything. Just free person, somebody that is like taking leap of faith and going from place to place and just moving with the flow without having any kind of breaks or any kind of things that are holding them back. I just sense energy that is moving freely, energy that is flowing freely. So I feel that this connection somehow is driving you towards this. In order to make things happen, in order to make things complete, I feel that you need to pass through all these phases that I described from the cards, or that the cards wanted to indicate here. But indeed, first there needs to be some kind of healing at progress. Some kind of healing needs to be done. Alright, let's keep moving. Please, Spirit, is there something more that we need to know about this connection? is there something more that you want to share with us about this connection? We have the High Priestess in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and Two of Pentacles. Okay. So this is very interesting again because we have two major arcanas and both of them came in reverse. And we have a card that has the number 2 and wants to indicate two energies that needs to be balanced. Alright, so with the High Priestess in reverse, I feel that this connection is helping you go within yourself. Like the priestess is pointing downwards. So I feel that it just focuses within you in order to discover the dormant power that you are having, the dormant creativity and the dormant potential. For some reason, I feel that Spirit wants to hint us that there is balancing energy that is going on at the moment, or in this connection in general. This connection is set there in order to help you find the balance. And in order to find this balance, you need to just look within and find that dormant energy that is sleeping within you. Find that creativity that is within you. And yeah, actually, these are the messages that I'm perceiving from these cards. Nothing else is popping up in my mind. It just wants to indicate that there is some kind of sleeping energy within you, especially because we have all the people that are on these cards with eyes closed. So something is sleeping within you that you have not realized yet. And thanks to this connection, you are about to wake up this energy. You are about to find out in some kind of intuitive way, because you have the High Priestess, what has been dormant within you, what kind of potential you carry, because the Empress is talking about creative power, about something that you can offer to the world, because you have the world on her belly and she's pregnant. So there is something that you can offer to the world as a gift. It might be some kind of psychic gift, it might be all kind of gift, but there is something dormant within you, and thanks to this connection, you are about to wake it up, and you are actually balancing it to start with, because you have the Two of Pentacles. You have somebody that is balancing those two energy orbs. Alright, I will just pick up all the cards and focus a little bit more on the direction in which this connection is moving, because up until now we were focused on the connection itself, what it means, what it symbolizes, what its purpose is. Now let's focus a bit more on the 3D realm of this connection rather than the 5D spiritual realm. Let's try to find out in which direction it is moving in the 3D, in the physical world, in the physical realm. Maybe it's a good idea to reshuffle my deck as well, to just to keep things fresh and flowing. Okay. So, please, Spirit, can you tell us in which direction this connection is moving on physical level? In which direction this is moving on physical level? Five of Swords in reverse, Seven of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so to start with, I feel that this is moving slowly. I mean, as I mentioned previously, there are a lot of energies here within this connection, and all those energies needs to settle. In order to do that, I feel that taking slow and steady steps, as you see from this Knight of Pentacles, is essential. And this was the first thing that came to me when we got all the cards. Then we have the Five of Swords in reverse and Seven of Wands. For some reason, what comes to my mind is some kind of clarity. This connection is moving towards finding inner peace and clarity. I asked about 3D level, about physical realm, but still the cards came in a bit more like a mental, spiritual kind of way. I feel that on physical level, this connection is moving very slowly. I don't sense any kind of fast-paced energies. I sense that whatever is happening, it is happening in a slow manner. But I also sense that it is prolific because you can see the trace of pentacles that are coming after this man that is walking barefooted on this earth, which also indicates some kind of healthy energy. But when we are talking about the direction in which this is moving, I also feel that it is building up some kind of defenses. It is building up some kind of mental power, because this connection is setting you free from some kind of mental struggles that you have and helping you build up your own defenses, finding your own zen point, finding your own sacred space where you feel safe. Alright, let's keep going because this answer is not satisfying enough. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more? Can you give us a bit more information in which direction this connection is moving? We have the Ten of Wands in reverse this time, Eight of Swords, and the Lover's card. Okay, the message is coming beautiful. So I will keep the best for the last. First, I'm going to start with the other messages that popped up in my mind. I will keep the best for the last with the Lover's card. So we have Ten of Wands in reverse and Eight of Swords. So I asked in which direction this connection is moving, and to be honest, the messages came in a very nice way. Having the Eight of Swords, here I perceive that the direction in which this connection is moving is somehow helping you to realize that your struggles, your thoughts are imaginary. You are pretty much safe here and you are seeing yourself in a mirror. So all the thoughts, all the things that you perceive as struggles are some kind of reflection, not something real. And this is helping you to let go of burdens and let go of some kind of heavy energies or responsibilities or things that you have been carrying throughout your life. I mean, we got this card in an upright position before. Now we have it in reverse, which wants to indicate release, let go, completely freeing yourself. Maybe even giving up on things that previously you thought they were important. For example, previously maybe you thought certain job it's really important for you, or certain lifestyle is very important for you. Now through this connection, I feel that you are adopting some kind of different values and you are completely letting go of some kind of old patterns or old things that you were perceiving before. And we have the Lover's card in the bottom of the deck, and there is nothing more to add to this card besides that this connection is teaching you what pure love is in its most pure form and shape. With the Lover's card, I sense just love energy, energy of attraction, energy of chemistry, energy of just coming together with your perfect match. I don't want to sugarcoat it, but this is what I'm perceiving from these cards. What I can guarantee here is that I feel as a general energy for everyone that joined here, this pile, is that we are talking about something spiritual that is helping you grow. That's definitely there. For the rest, the messages might come in a bit more like collective way. I'm not sure if they are going to resonate exactly with your situation, but I feel that whichever direction this connection is moving you, it is moving you towards spiritual awakening or just some kind of growth that you need in your life in order to achieve your life goals, in order to achieve your life mission. And here we have love in its most pure form. So I feel that either you are, well, in all cases, through this connection, I think you are going to learn what love is. To sum it up, I think that you are going to learn what love is through this connection. I cannot guarantee that you are going to end up forever and ever with this person, but I can guarantee that you will learn the true meaning of the word love through this connection. So what else we can do? We can just take some songs for you and this person and see how they're going to resonate with your connection. I'm just checking the timer. I don't want to go too long with this reading, otherwise it will get too confusing. We have Olivia Rodrigo, Deja Vu. Okay, well, in this song, in the lyrics, she's singing, "Do you get deja vu when she's with you?" But my focus is on the word deja vu. It's like, it might feel for some of you that this is somebody that you know from past reincarnations or somebody that you have always known. Let's take more songs. Then we have Avicii, "Wake Me Up." Well, in the lyrics, it was mentioned, "Wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older." So it pretty much resonates with what I mentioned in the reading itself. So indeed, there is some kind of growth that is happening. Let's pick one more. September, "You'll Never See Me Again." Well, in this song, she's singing, "You'll never see me again," but it's not like something permanent, something reaffirming. It's more like, what would you do if you never see me again? It's like trying to see the reaction of the other person. I'm not sure how it's going to resonate for you, but it just came up in the song. And then we have Avril Lavigne, "Skater Boy." All right, well, here we are talking about different backgrounds, different upbringing, different understandings, but it's like there is also a shift. There is also a shift between those different backgrounds. It's like people that are coming from different backgrounds, but later on there is shift that changes everything. Alright, well, that was the reading overall, pile number 2. If you find it valuable, if you enjoyed it, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people to get the messages that they are meant to get. And also, feel free to hit the little blue planet somewhere down on the screen if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet. Your subscription is helping me grow and it's really, really precious for me. And also feel free to follow me on Facebook, on Instagram as well, which is iNeptune Tarot. I don't have a Facebook, it's just Instagram. So yeah, that was it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Sending you countless blessings as always, and I hope to see you again. Bye. Hello there, pal number 3, for those of you who have chosen the Fire Ant. Okay, so what I'm perceiving from the Fire Ant is something that is being forced, something that needs to be regrouped or just forced, because my attention gets focused on these ants that are like focused on this red point. And I feel that something within this connection feels a bit forced, a bit I'm not even sure how exactly to describe it, but it's like somebody's pointing out the direction in which this is supposed to move, and it is moving in that kind of direction. This kind of energy I'm perceiving from the Fire Ant. But I'm just going to place the card here and take some more cards in order to get deeper into this and see what the other cards have for this connection. So first I will start with my karma cards, which have a lot to do with astrology, in order to know what are the influences for your connection. So please, Spirit, can you tell us what are the influences for the people who, for the connection of the ones that are watching this reading right now? What are the influences in that connection? And we have the Sun. We have Jupiter, okay. We have in Cancer. We have 12th house, okay. So I will start one by one, and then I will just make a whole picture of the influences that I'm sensing from the karma cards. I sense something specific about the 12th house. You probably noticed from my intonation, I couldn't just help to react. But I will get there once I finish with the other cards. So we are starting with the Sun card, and Sun is solar power, solar energy. We have the Fire Ant, which is fire elemental. Maybe somebody within this connection has a lot of fire in their chart. But the main thing that I felt from this Sun card is that, you were drawn to each other like to some kind of a light. I sense that in the beginning, at least, there was a lot of attractive power, a lot of like moth drawn to a flame. This kind of energy I sensed here with this Sun card. For some reason, this came into my mind, a moth drawn to a flame. A moth is flying towards a flame, but, it is drawn to that flame, but that flame is going to burn its wings. So with the Sun card, indeed, I am sensing a bit more like attraction. That's the key word that I am picking up from the Sun. Like, you are drawn to each other, and there is perfect chemistry, perfect attraction. And with the Jupiter card next to the Sun, I feel that this attraction is a bit over the top, over the board, because Jupiter Jupiter has expansion powers. So I feel that we are talking about connection that pretty much has a lot of attraction in it, and adding Jupiter to the recipe makes it expanding even more. Somehow there is it's like the chemistry between you is off the chart. The chemistry is too strong. And another thing that I'm perceiving from Jupiter, it also wants to indicate that there is some kind of a lucky charm here also, because Jupiter is a lucky planet. It brings good fortune, as the card says itself. And we have the smiley face of Jupiter. So to sum it up, I just feel that there is indeed some kind of power that is drawing you together with this person. If you remember, I mentioned something from the Fire Ant, that there is something that is like putting you together, something that is pushing you together. And as you can see here, we have those ants that are gathering around this energy in the center, which indeed resembles a bit the Sun. And we have these two cards, Sun and Jupiter, which feels like similar energy, as if something in this person or in this connection is drawing you together, and in some aspect it might feel a bit exaggerated as well, because we have Jupiter, and Jupiter is making things go in expanding. Then we have in Cancer, what I'm feeling from this Cancer is a bit more like intuitive energy, a bit more like bit more pulling back in your shell, pulling back in your comfort zone, pulling back where you feel safe and secure. I feel that there are some kind of feelings, but also I feel that there is a little bit of pullback here. Maybe because this connection feels a bit overwhelming, there is also a little bit of pullback. And yeah, from the Cancer sign, I usually get messages like family, well, the main thing that pops up in my mind is actually sensitivity. I don't know why that's the main keyword that comes to me when I'm looking at this card. Sensitivity is the keyword. So maybe somebody within this connection is a bit more sensitive than usual, or just by sensitive I don't mean that somebody's sensitive and it's crying. I mean that somebody is sensitive to energy, somebody is sensitive to like feeling things around them, feeling the environment, feeling the energies. Maybe somebody is a bit more empathic, that also could be the option here. But I just sense sensitivity within this connection. I sense a bit more masculine energy, and with the Cancer, I'm sensing a bit more like feminine energy, a bit more like nurturing kind of energy. And then we have the 12th house. So if you remember when we pulled the cards and the 12th house came, I just couldn't help but react on it. So with the 12th house, I feel that this connection is related with karma. I feel that whatever is happening between you and this person, it involves karma from some kind of previous reincarnations. I'm not sure what has happened between you and this person in previous lifetime, but I don't even know if you are believing in these kind of types, but having the 12th house, usually it wants to indicate something hidden, something that is coming from some kind of karmic realm. And indeed, what I feel about this connection is that it is somehow karma bound. And seeing those prison bars in this card, it just leads me to the thought that there is some kind of karma that needs to be paid, and it is being paid through this connection. So within all the energies that we got, having the 12th house in the 8th, it wants to indicate that no matter what is happening between you and this person, it is somehow karma bound. You owe them something, or they owe you something, and that's why they're in your life, in order to like balance karma, in order to repay karma. All right, let's start with the tarot cards and try to find out more about this. Usually in the previous piles I was like just asking about the connection itself more. Here I will ask about the connection, and then I will ask about that karma as well, because I am very curious about this. In the previous piles there wasn't 12th house, but here I sense some kind of karma that needs to be paid, and I'm just curious what exactly it entails. First I will ask about the connection, then I will get deeper in this. Just going to reshuffle my deck first in order to refresh a bit the energies. Okay. So, please, Spirit, can you tell us a little bit more about this connection? Can you tell us something more about the connection that the people who are watching are having? We have Temperance, we have 5 of Cups in reverse, and we have 6 of Pentacles. I am laughing because we have the 6 of Pentacles, and if you remember, I mentioned about some kind of karma that needs to be paid. And I mean, just take a look at this 6 of Pentacles. Here we have a hand that is receiving coin, and here we have a hand that is giving a coin. So indeed there is some kind of balance that is working in this connection. Some kind of karma from previous reincarnation definitely is being paid through this connection. And indeed, things are setting into balance because we have the Six of Pentacles, then we have Temperance. Here also we have two orbs that are being like balanced. And also we have Five of Cups in reverse. I feel that somebody is like, I just received that message, somebody is like a guardian angel here. I feel that somebody in this connection was in a very dark place and the other person just came at the right moment and helped them to stand back on their feet. Maybe that was involved in that karma payment. But indeed I sense that somebody in this connection had their dark episode, and since this card came in reverse, it wants to indicate that dark episode is in the past. And thanks to that person that has come into your life, or you have come into their life, I'm not sure who helped who. There was some kind of balance established within this connection. I would just go deeper in this and ask for more information. So, please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this? We have Ten of Wands, we have Four of Swords, and Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel that whenever this connection started, somebody was in a dark place indeed, because we have the Four of Swords. I feel that somebody was like really tired from previous experiences. Somebody was maybe heartbroken in the past, and now they were not even looking for a relationship or any kind of romantic influence in their life. I feel that we have somebody that has pretty much given up on relationships, connections, and all kind of things, but not forever, just temporary, just being in a bit more like dormant state. Literally in this card, putting the heart aside and just sleeping, taking a break. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which wants to indicate that indeed somebody within this connection was holding on to some kind of heavy burdens, to some kind of heavy influences that were in their life, and they were getting close to some kind of closure, because we have the number 10, which is the last number in tarot. So I feel that within this connection somebody was like climbing towards a mountain and getting ready to let go of all the burdens that they were carrying. I also hear in my head that somebody was in their healing period, and maybe this connection somehow helped the other person to heal, or I'm not exactly sure what has happened, but I just sense that somebody here indeed helped the other person to liven up, to like an angel came and just grabbed the person and lift the person up. And this is confirmed by the Seven of Pentacles here, because you can see that we have a plant that is being taken care of. We have a man that is giving Reiki kind of energy to this plant in order for it to grow, in order for it to establish its healthy roots and grow. So I'm not sure exactly. I'm going to ask what is the karma between you and this person, but I feel that one of you has to help the other one in order to step back on their feet, in order to just reestablish their roots and just keep growing in a healthy way. This is the main energy that I perceived from the cards that came up until now. All right, let's ask about that 12th house. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about that 12th house, about that karma that I sensed within this connection? Can you tell us more about that karma? Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, and Judgment upright. Okay. Okay, this is very interesting. First of all, seeing the judgment, what comes to my mind is somebody was lifted up, somebody was released from some kind of burdens that they were carrying in previous life. I feel that somebody did favor to the other person in a past life, and it was some kind of a huge favor, a favor that indeed lifted up the spirit and the soul of that person. And that's why you are appearing in this lifetime as well, in order to repay each other for a favor that was done before. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I am sensing a person that was a bit helpless, a person that did not have their own independence. Since we are talking about past lives, it might also involve, like, I don't know why in my head I'm hearing the word slavery, to be honest. I'm hearing the word slavery and having the Eight of Swords in reverse. I mean, you can see that here we have somebody that is completely tied up, and then we have a person that is free, and the card came in reverse, which wants to indicate freedom. Freedom from mental blockages, freedom from something that is like tying you up, not letting you feel free. And with the Judgment card, definitely I feel that somebody was set free. So for the different situations, it might be different. I know the topic is a bit like distant. We are talking about past lives, and I was not planning to do that in this reading, but it just came to me with the 12th house. I feel that in some kind of a past reincarnation or past life, somebody helped the other person to set themselves free, either from a situation that they were not able to escape, or even slavery, because this word came into my mind, that somebody was like in some kind of slavery situation, and the other person helped them set themselves free and helped them to discover a new life with this Judgment card. And now you are coming back to each other's lives in order to repay that karma. And it doesn't feel like a bad karma, it feels like a good karma actually. Alright, I will just pick up all the cards and ask a question like in which direction this is going, because as the title suggests, this reading is about, is it meant to be? So I will try to find out more answers that are related with the title, which is this connection is meant to be, in which direction it is going. So please, Spirit, can you tell us in which direction this connection is moving? Where this connection is headed? The Fool. Nine of Pentacles in reverse and Four of Pentacles. Okay, please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because I'm not sure how it's going to resonate for everyone that is coming to this reading. But what I feel here is that indeed we are talking about karmic situation from a past lifetime. I know that I'm repeating myself, but the cards are repeating the energies that they are sending to me. So, in which direction this connection is heading? This connection is helping somebody to get out from a situation where they feel dependent. This situation is helping somebody to set themselves free from something that feels that it is a bit out of their reach. Because literally here we have a girl that is trying to reach something. And we have the Fool card, which wants to indicate that somebody is feeling light as a feather, somebody is ready for new beginnings, somebody is ready to just start a new chapter in their life. And we also have Four of Pentacles in reverse. This card is usually indicating holding on to something tightly, and since it came in reverse, it wants to indicate letting it go completely, completely letting loose and letting go of everything that you've been holding on to tightly. Realizing that by holding on to something, you are not going to keep it, you are just going to restrain yourself, restrain your life. And with the Fool card, there is liberation. So, in which way this connection is going? I feel that this connection is going to help somebody liberate themselves. I know this is not the most romantic thing to say about love connection, since I'm intending it more about love situations here. But indeed, what I'm feeling is that this connection is helping somebody to free themselves from burdens, from situations where they felt independent, situations that made them feel that they cannot control, they are not in power. And it feels like some kind of fair trade because it feels like either they did this for you in a past lifetime or you did that for them in a past lifetime, and now the situation is repeating itself, although the roles might be different this time. All right, let's take some more cards because it didn't hint that much in which exact direction it is moving. So please, Spirit, can you tell us more precisely in which direction this is moving, in which direction this connection is moving? We have Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Moon. Okay. It is very interesting because with the Ace of Pentacles, we have a new beginning. We have a new beginning, and that new beginning is a healthy one. I feel that indeed somebody is like educator here, like educating the other person, helping them find the light. You can see the stairway towards the light. You can see how enlightened this person is and how he is smiling and laughing. So I just feel that through this connection, somebody is approaching a new, healthier version of themselves. And also we have the Moon card. The Moon card is usually associated with fears, but what I'm perceiving from this Moon is diving deeper within, because we have a girl that is completely submerged in water. So I feel that this connection is helping you find yourself, and also in the direction in which it is moving, it just helps you start something new. It might be new chapter of your life, it might be new job, new career path, new journey, something new. And we had this with the Fool, we have this with the Ace card that came at the pretty much similar place as the Fool. And I've just felt good, positive energy from this. I don't sense any negative energies here. I feel that through this connection, somebody is seeing the light, literally, with this Hierophant here. And coming out from periods where they were submerged in darkness and they were not able to control their emotions or control. I don't know why, for some reason, the word addiction comes to me. It doesn't have to resonate with all of you, but the word addiction came to me from this Moon card. It doesn't have to be addiction, but it can be something that was like limiting you, not letting you see things on the surface, making you feel like you are submerged in some kind of deep waters where you cannot come out from, where you cannot swim on the surface. And through this connection, I feel that you are achieving to climb through the stairs and start something new for yourself, start a healthier chapter. Maybe that's why I felt that push from the aunt, like somebody was like pushing the other person to become a better version of themselves. All right, well, to sum it up, I cannot say if this is meant to be forever and everlasting love, but I definitely do sense that this is something meant to be in order to pay some kind of karmic loss and in order to help the other person to reach their potential. What I'm about to do now is take some songs and see how they're going to resonate with your connection, just like I did with the previous piles. We have Taylor Swift, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. Okay, so this is a playful song, and yeah, it's actually, I don't know what exactly might be the situation between you and this person, but maybe some of you are like not planning to come back together with this person if you are not together anymore. But having this song, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, it feels like you had what you were supposed to have, and you are not planning to go back through to the same patterns that you went through. All right, let's take some more songs. Ed Sheeran, Eyes Closed. Okay, I'm dancing with my eyes closed. Everywhere I look, I still see you. So I feel that there is some kind of a longing for each other as well. I feel that, especially from this song, maybe you are thinking about each other, maybe you are imagining each other, maybe you are imagining some kind of a best case scenario with this person, and the cards actually did not say if you continue together with this person or apart from this person, but they just hinted that this is someone from your past and they are here to repay some kind of karma, or you are repaying karma to them. It's like a favor that needs to be returned. Then we have Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer. It is funny because I don't have that many Taylor Swift songs in this, and I think all the songs that I had, they are just appearing. So with Cruel Summer, we are talking about very strong physical attraction, which I perceived from the astrology cards, from the karma cards with the Sun and the Jupiter. Let's take some more. Then we have Lana Del Rey, Summertime Sadness. Okay. Kiss me hard before you go, Summertime Sadness. I just wanted you to know that you were the best. Alright, well, for some reason I feel that this connection has some kind of a relation with the summer. I'm not sure what exactly, but I just sense that it has something to do with the summer period, because we had sun, we had some cruel summer, then we have another song that has summer in its title. But this one is a bit more, it has sad element. Well, what I'm feeling from this Lana Del Rey song is indeed like saying goodbye, even though it was a good time, good life. Alright, well, these were the messages for you, pile number 3. I know that it came a bit mixed. I know that maybe many things were not answered as you desired, like a firm answer, but the cards chose to show what they wanted to show, and I just read the energies. To sum it up, definitely here there is some kind of a strong karmic bond. But is it going to last forever? I cannot say that for sure. Maybe for some of you it is going to last, but for the others, I feel that once the karmic debt is being paid, you might continue on your own ways. But this is the collective energy. I mean, the cards really didn't indicate if you are continuing with this person or without this person. But even the songs came a bit like mixed up, so I cannot give you a firm answer on this one. All I can do is just present you the energies that just came up. The rest is in your hands. So if you enjoyed these readings, if you find these messages valuable, please don't hesitate to hit the like button and help more people find these messages. And also feel free to click the little blue planet somewhere on my channel, well, on the down lower corner, in order to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done this yet, because your subscription is really helping me grow and just motivating me to keep going. And oh yeah, before I forget, feel free to follow me on Instagram as well, iNeptuneTarot. I provide readings there every now and then. So that was it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Sending you countless blessings as usual, and I hope to see you again. Bye!